This next video is to share with you the answer key to the Student Standard 1 or problem solving standard on the Chapter 6 formative on percents. So if you take a look at our first problem, Casey works at Bath & Body Works. Her employee discount is 35%. Casey bought some lotions and hand soaps for a birthday present. Her total before her discount was $42. So I have some important information that her total was $42 and her discount is 35%. Now the question says how much is Casey's discount, so I'm going to answer that question first, and there's multiple ways to do that. Thinking on an efficiency standpoint, knowing that I can use my calculator here for Student Standard 1, I'm going to do that real quick with my calculator. So when I say 35% of 42, I know that means to multiply because of indicates multiplication. So 35%, I know percents are all out of 100. I'm going to take 35 hundredths because that's what 35% would be as a decimal, and multiply that by 42, and my product would be 14 7/10. So my discount, or Casey's discount, would be $14.70. Now I'm going to clear the answer and show you another way that you can do that problem. So the second way to do that problem would be with partial percent. So I know that I need 35%, and if I know that what 10% of 42 is, that can help me get there. So 10% of 42, I can just move the decimal point one spot to the left, and that'd be 4 2/10. So another 10% would again be 4 2/10, and another 10% would again be 4 2/10. And then I know that I just need 5% then, which is half of 10%, so that's going to be 2 1/10. If I add those all up, my sum would be 14 7/10, or $14.70. So that's another way to find the discount. I'm going to erase again and show you one last way to solve this problem. The last way I can solve that first part of the problem is with a proportion. So here's my proportion. I know that 35% is equal to 35 out of 100, and I know that the total before discount was $42. So the $42 and the 100% are corresponding parts because they both represent the total. Whereas 35% is a part, and the discount matches up with that 35%. So I'm representing the discount with the letter X. So X equals the discount. So the first thing that I ask myself, is can I scale up or down? Well, to go from 100 to 42, it's not the easiest thing in the world. We'd have to do some division to figure out that factor. So then we ask ourselves, can we simplify? Well, 35 and 100 have a common factor, and that's 5. So we could rewrite this problem as x over 42, and then 35 divided by 5 is 7, and 100 divided by 5 is 20. But again, while I'm looking at this, to scale up from 20 to 42, that's tough to do. So in order to figure out that scaling up factor, I have to divide. So 42 divided by 20, and that equals 2 1/10. So I would have to multiply 20 by 2 1/10, which means I have to multiply 7 by 2 1/10. And my product again, or X, would equal 14 7/10. So there's multiple ways to solve that problem.